Hello everyone, welcome to Slipjoint Sawyer. Today I'm going to be doing an EDC pocket dump for my most sort of carried gear over the last sort of month. It's going to be January 24. I will sort of start out with the slips I've been carrying, the EDC gear, and then work our way into knives, so just jump straight into it. One of my most carried bits of gear really this month, again, without a shock, is the Viperade VE15. I love this thing, I think it's absolutely fantastic. You get that card storage in the back there for your cards. For your morale patches on the front, these two really nice sized pouches here, which I put knives in. Maybe you have a larger one for a sack, and then a smaller, maybe medium Stockman or a pen knife in this side, along with this Olight O-Pen Mini, something that's carried with me every single day, and it's been really fantastic. Use it a lot, really comfortable to write with, even for its small size. Great bit of kit. Next up, another sort of slip I've been using a lot is this dual slip from the Shire Supply Company here in the UK. They do some fantastic work. You can see I've got the chestnut bone with the natural stitching. You can see you've got that really nice natural leather patina forming on there, just the carry it's had and the use it's had over the last sort of months and months prior. This would sort of accommodate, maybe I'd have a sack in this side and I'd have my main knife in this side, and then I would clip the Olight pen on the front. So I would clip the pen on the front like this, and then a knife either side, and it sits snugly between the two and works perfect for that as like a minimalist carry. Maybe I don't need to go out with my cards or my wallet, I'm just going out for a walk with the dog. I'd probably use something like this. That's another great bit of kit. Next up, if I was carrying this still and I didn't want to take the V15, I would take my wallet as well, which is another one by the Shire Supply Company. Popper snap design, natural brass on there. And again, same leather colour as this, the chestnut leather with the natural stitching. I wanted it to match, and this is a great product from them as well. I will include a link in the description for these, and I do have a discount code for you guys as well, where you could save 15% on something made in the UK, handmade by a really great person. Next up, we'll move on to the EDC gear and bits and pieces I've carried throughout the month. So my most carried torch for this sort of month is the Warrior Nano from Olight. Have this blue bezel on there, really nice clip. You can put it on the brim of your cap and on your pocket. You can have up or down carry, which is great. It does have the sort of tactical button on the back, and as well as the EDC style torch button on the front. Lots of different modes, really grippy as well, with this sort of ridged anodized like sort of covers on here. Great bit of kit from them, and one I'm really going to use the next couple of months when it's getting darker and darker at the moment. So it's the Warrior Nano from Olight. Something else I've been carrying a lot, doing a lot of work around families' houses and flats, bits and pieces like that. I've been carrying my Leatherman PST, and this is an older one from early 90s, I believe. I think I dated it to 92. The date is in there, but it's quite hard to see. What have we got in there? Yeah, looks like 92. But UK legal, non-locking blades, non-locking knife on there too. Just like a sort of simple slip joint design with that bit there. All the tools you could possibly want. Flathead screwdrivers, can openers, punch. This side you have a file, Phillips screwdriver, small screwdriver, tin opener. And then that really great set of pliers with the snips at the bottom as well. And of course, being a Leatherman, it is USA made. So that is the Leatherman PST. And of course that folds up into really compact design. And it came with this really nice leather belt slip as well. Snap design on the top, genuine Leatherman leather pouch, and you can see you can put that on your belt. Another fantastic bit of kit, something that's really stood the test of time. You can see the quality it's in. I use it all the time, and I wasn't the first owner of it either. It's been through someone else. Another slip I've been using a lot, got this from Eric Starr. So Eric, I really appreciate you sending this over. Sent it over with an 89 OT in it, which is absolutely beautiful. I've been using this for my minimalist style carries. So for example, I'll give you an example. Some days I may go out, maybe I'll just carry a Stockman. So the 8OT from Oldtimer is something I carry a lot of the time. I mean, you can see how dark the back springs have gone. The patina on the blades, it gets used and it gets a lot of pocket time. So if I was going for like a minimalist carry, I would sort of maybe just carry this by itself, as that's all I really need to do my day. And then maybe if I want to carry just a Stockman and I want to go for something a bit heavier duty, I've been sort of getting back into trying to carry some locking knives. I know they're not UK legal here, but while I'm around the house and around my property, I've been trying to use them more. And this is one I've been using quite a bit as well. It's the Buck 112 Slim Pro TRX. TRX, as you can see, it's got the torque bit, so you can actually disassemble this. It does have that really nice clip point S30V blade. So you've got Buck USA, and then we have Boss S30V on there. Now, a lot of people don't like this blade shape, which is not as pronounced tip, but I actually really like this clip point shape, and I think in a 112 size, this is really wonderful. Fits my hand beautifully, really grippy, nice, great knife to use. And I mean, lockback design is so smooth, and those thumb studs as well are great. The only sort of downside I'd say about it is those thumb studs are quite chunky. They actually stick up higher than the scales. Might actually try filing those down if I can, but I mean, I don't really want to ruin the knife, so I may just leave them. But really great example of what Buck can do with modern materials. Really attractive knife, great knife to use for maybe you're working around your property, or if you want to go camping in the woods, something like that. This Buck 112 is great for that. So yeah, 8OT, something I carried a lot. This Beard and Owl slip, which is a USA made slip, you can pick those up as well. They're really great priced. 8OT, one of my favourite knives, something that gets carried a lot as well. I've been trying to get into going outdoors a bit more, and I want to start doing some camping in the new year, maybe towards the end of spring. So I did pick myself up a brushed brass Zippo, so I'm going to start adding to my EDC. Just a nice bit of kit to use. Really nice brushed brushed brass on there, sorry. Nice genuine Zippo as well, made in Bradford, PA, so made in the USA. Just something I've always liked. I like seeing the shorts of people that carry these, and I thought I'd give it a go. Carry one and see how I get on. I'm not actually a smoker, so I don't really need a lighter, but who knows, maybe I might get stuck in a survival situation and may need that. So that is the brass Zippo I carry. And now on to the best part of the video really, and it's the knives that I've been carrying the most throughout the month. You've already seen the 8OT and the 112, both of which I've carried a hell of a lot this month. So we'll start out with the Swiss Army knives. I'd say the one I have carried the most is this Victorinox Pioneer X. So it's basically the standard Pioneer, but the X making it to have the scissors. 3-layer A-LOX design, just a great bit of kit from Victorinox, and one that's a solid favourite for me and will always be a favourite. It's kind of hard to beat this. Maybe the compact might beat it out for me, but honestly, this is probably my favourite, I would say. So Pioneer X. Another one I picked up recently, I got this secondary off Dan over at Bladebridge Limited, or Bladebridge Customs I should say now. I'll put a link to his page below. This is an older style Victorinox Sportsman. You can tell that because it has the cap lifter with no half stop. So I dated this to the early 2000s. Put some nice fresh new scales on there to give it that nice little pop. Added the pin and the corkscrew on the back and the black tools, just to give it that little bit of extra sort of style to it. But I've been really enjoying carrying this 84mm style sack. Really great size. It fits my hand perfectly. Fits the smaller size on the front of the Vifrade VE15 as well. And I find it fits much better in this leather slip as well. It's a much nicer size to carry in there. Nice 2-layer design. So you get the main blade, this nice little file, and the normal sort of opening layer. But yeah, if you guys haven't tried the Sportsman, I really recommend it. It's a great one to get you into Swiss Army knives. Next up, I've pretty much had a massive kick on USA made knives, or US company knives, I should say, really, over the last sort of month. I'll start out with, I'd say, I think it's the only Chinese made one I've been carrying a lot at the moment, really, is the Beaver Creek Barlow from Rosecraft Blades. Picked this up just before Christmas, and it's fantastic. It's been in my pocket most days. Maybe I'd say at least once or twice a week it's been in my pocket. Great action, great walk and talk. Beautiful bone on there. You have that RC etched on the bolster. D2 steel, and it came stupidly sharp out of the box. I think probably the best knife that Rosecraft have brought out to date. Really excited to see where they go this year. Hopefully they bring out some more exciting models, some different traditional slip joints. Really excited to take a look at those. Anyone's interested, that's the RCT006. Great knife from them. And then the rest, honestly, I've been sort of using and abusing my GECs and some of my case knives. So we'll take a look at the case ones to start. So the first one I've been using quite a lot is this yellow synthetic sodbuster. This is in the carbon steel. You can see we have some really nice patina forming on the blade there on the front and the back. This one gets a lot of carry time. Put my own edge on there as well, so it's screaming sharp. You can see we were looking at, I think it's a 2022 Yeah, 2 dots missing, so 2022. And then you can see 3137 and CS for the carbon steel. And the fit and finish on this one is great. Really sturdy work knife. If you want an all-round knife that does everything, this sod buster could be the one for you. Perfect for me. I love using it as a work knife. Another case I've carried quite a bit. It's actually a small trapper. And I'll tell you why I sort of got into it. It's because of this Warncliffe blade. Not generally one for the trapper pattern, but that's mainly because of the large spade blades. I don't really like those, but with a Warncliffe blade, it really sort of elevates this trapper pattern to me. And it being the mini trapper just makes more sense for in the UK. Makes it UK legal. You get those 2 sort of full-size blades on there. This is the True Sharp stainless steel. You see we've got 6.5 this is a 6.5 bone stag, 207W, and the W stands for the Warncliffe blade. And just look at the bone on that, isn't that great? Quality is fantastic. Very, very minor gap up here, but that's it. Action's great. Only downside per case now is they've gone to etching the tang stamps, which is a little bit sad. You can see here we got 3 dots missing, so this will be the 2023, so quite a new one. But nevertheless, a really great knife. Next up is this 1971 case medium stockman. This is one that gets a lot of carry time purely just for the looks of it. I love the used look, how the sort of the jig Delrin handles has been sort of smoothed down with use. All the blades still have plenty of life left in them. See, the pen blade's probably been used the most, but I've given them all a really nice razor sharp edge. The snap is still ridiculous for the age of the knife, especially that main blade. It's got a really nice edge on it now. Razor sharp. See, there's a tang stamp there, case XX, and there's 9 dots. And on the back you can see the model number, which is 6344. So this would be a 44 pattern medium stockman from Case. One of my favourites at the moment. Really enjoy that one. And the last 2 knives are my GECs that I've been sort of using and abusing. I really wanted to make a point of trying to use my GEC knives, because ever since I've got them, I don't want to say I've babied them, but they've always been sort of like really light use. And I mean, if I spent that much money on them, I kind of want to use them. So the first one I've been using a lot is this 88 Bayou Trapper. This is the Yeti acrylic, and you can see, you know, it's got the use and abuse sort of wear on it. The springs are getting a patina on them. See, the bolsters have kind of like brushed finish now where the mount has been used. The sheep's foot blade, or lamb's foot I should say, is, you know, getting a patina. I've been using this a lot. Put my own edge on there, making it razor sharp. See, we got there Great Eastern Cutlery, and then the pattern number, which is 88822. So you've got pattern number 88, the main blade is an 8, which is the Muskrat clip point. 2 blades, and then 22 for the year it was made, so 2022. And then that main blade has seen a lot of use as well. You can see the patinas coming through on that. Got carbon on the back there for carbon steel, and again, Tidioute Cutlery Titus fill. Really nice walk and talk on these GEC knives though. It's nice to be able to use these, and I don't feel bad actually for using them at all. It's actually made me really happy and feel good using these. So 88 pattern from GEC, so the Bayou Trapper. Pretty much a sow belly trapper for me. Fits comfortably in the hand, sort of a perfect fit for me. Really comfortable knife to use. And then finally, this is, I always forget this one, I think it's the 94. Yeah, it's the 94 pattern. Got this really nice garnet jigged bone, clip point blade, carbon steel of course. You can see the patinas coming through on there. This one's had quite a lot of pocket time this month as well. 94, 11, 21, so 94 pattern. First blade is a clip point standard clip, and then the second one is for 1 bladed, and then 21 for 2021. So you've got GEC and then carbon underneath. Excellent fit and finish on this. Jig bone is beautiful, love this. Nice line bolsters. Honestly, it's flawless, but it's been a pleasure to use this over the last month. So there we go, guys. That's my gear and knives I've used the most over the last sort of month. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.